much. More people are leaving California than moving in. So you can blame the housing crisis, the homeless crisis, the fight over illegal immigration.
Go on, traffic, rent, increasingly destructive fire season. Ed Lasko is joining us live from Burbank with more. Ed?
And that trend really started about 5 years ago, increasing every year. And last year, 2019, seeing one of the biggest increases, that coming from the people who deal in real estate. They say the new hotspots now are states like Arizona, Colorado, and Texas, places where many Californians are now calling their new home. Here's why. The sun could be setting on the California dream. Even though there are advantages, the beaches, even busy in January, bringing all the tourists who come here to escape the snow and the cold back home. But for many who live here, that isn't enough anymore.
Traffic. It takes you 2 hours to go 8 miles for people that commute every day. And it's just out of control.
Vern Sharp, in this FaceTime interview from Texas, he's had enough of the California dream. He worked nearly 30 years for the Pasadena Fire Department before retiring and now moving out of California last year.
They're just fed up with it and can't take it. The prices, the traffic, the gasoline, the taxes.
High taxes, he says, as California is one of the highest tax states in all the country. Add to that the traffic nightmare, one of the top reasons given by so many who leave, along with the exploding homeless crisis and the crime concerns it brings. And there is now seemingly constant threats of wildfires. But even with all of that, it always comes down to money.
They want a better way of life. They want to have, more money in their pocket, and they're not spending as much in property taxes, gas. It's getting harder and harder to live in California. It's more expensive.
Marianne has lost 2/3 of her real estate customers in just the past year alone. They've all moved out of California, and the MLS listing may show us why. Check this, a 3-bedroom home going for just under $1.2 million for a 3-bedroom home. Who can afford that?
A new buyer, they're having a hard time. And so what we're kind of seeing a trend happen is kids are buying their parents' homes, and their parents are moving out of state.
That's why, for so many, it seems the California sunshine can only go so far.
People are friendlier, they're nicer, there's more open space.
And now live, that's some of the quality of life that Vern said he is now enjoying living in Texas. He's living in Dallas, in a suburb right outside the city of Dallas. I asked him if he had any regrets about leaving California. He said no. Actually, he said he had one regret, saying he would have left sooner if he could have. For now, we are live in Burbank. Ed Laskos. Back to the studio we go.
But the ocean, so close to us here.
Yeah.
All right, a man is behind bars.